Okay, part 2. A bit more composed for now, so I'll start again. I had to stop for the kitchen fitter coming. Nathan. Spring 2014 was an exciting and nervous time, for it was my first venture to Southport, to you, Ian, and all the important Dexter. In particular, I remember the day we went to Formby. You were especially kind, putting me at ease when meeting the family. We had a great day in the sun amongst the pine trees, rolling sand dunes and squirrels. Nathan. Right. Dear Ellen, sorry, but this is my funniest memory. Is getting lost on Kinder Scout all those years ago with you. What a cold weekend that was, waking up to snow-covered tent to happy memories. Have a lovely 60th, Elaine. It was quite funny getting lost on Kinder Scout. And me wetting myself again. She very tactfully didn't mention that bit. Right, Ian. The world is a safer place now you no longer drink rum, lime and lemonade. This is true. James. Lasagna has become my favourite meal. For the first couple of years visiting you in Southport, lasagna was prepared as it was my favourite. No one has any recollection of when I declared this. Hey. Don't complain, you won't get it again. Oh, Ronnie. I'm trying to write something about your wedding day, but struggling as it is very difficult. I was very happy to give you away, but wish so very much it could have been my dad. I'm sorry that I couldn't write more, but I did my best, love, Ron. Thought was doing so well. Alex, costumes. Here we go. Thanks to you, I was always the kid at school with the amazing costumes. While other children were resigned to the cheap supermarket costumes for every event, I always had stage-worthy costumes. Whether it was my luxurious green cape and matching belt, complete with money bag, starched ruff to be a Tudor, or a hippie hat and apron to be, floppy hat and apron to be a Victorian. At drama club, I was an Indian, complete with homemade beads, or my medieval lady's dress and headdress. Thanks for your artistry. I always rocked fancy dress. Maybe that is why, at the grown-up age of 30, I still love fancy dress. And just like my mother, always taught me fancy dress should never be done by halves. It shouldn't be done by halves. If you're going to do it, do the whole hog. house hunting. The Norwood Road, Alan. Sorry, no more. Norwood Road. Julie came with me house hunting.
Oh, right.
And Norwood Road was the house that we couldn't actually get through the front door.
Right.
And they bred about 1 million guinea pigs in the back garden. She homeschooled her children, and they were wild animals.
The children, not the guinea pigs.
Oh, it's one of those places you have to go into believe. I don't think Julie ever believed it. I like the way that okay is never good enough. Nothing has changed over the years, and I hope it never does. Helen Mannering. My fondest memory is our caravan holidays, and you doing your sketching and me drawing and colouring in your awning. Happy 60th, love, Helen. Ellen did this awesome pic for us when we were, which we are thrilled with. She's a lovely person, a very talented artist, Fiona. This is a lot calmer now, you see, a lot calmer now. Until something sets me up again. Oh, another one from Carol. Oh, Ellen made mine and Rick's 40th birthday cakes, jukebox and top hat respectively, which were much admired by friends and family and showcased her amazing creative talents. Carol. Alex, Girls' Weekend. A few years back when I was working at the magazine, I managed to angle as a trip to Chester. It was so lovely to be able to spend a couple of days, just the two of us, in a beautiful town and a rather fabulous hotel. In fact, it was in bed that night you introduced me to what later became my favourite TV, Dexter. I remember putting the TV on and watching Dexter. Oh, Andrew. What a strange memory. Ellen, when getting ready to go to Greece on holiday, I remember Ellen wanting to buy some fancy knickers. I was only about 10 years old at the time and wondered why anybody would want such fancy underwear. What a funny memory. Oh dear. It probably scarred him for life. 10 years old, where was I going? I can't even remember. I must have been older than 10 years old. Hannah, fleas. A memory that I can now look back on and laugh of was when you and I were given the task of looking after Emily's cat when she went on holiday. After a hot week in the summer and a flea-ridden cat, we visited the house to find it had been taken over by fleas. Your reaction? I'm not going back in there. Hannah, you'll have to. You dressed me in waterproofs, head to toe, and doused me in insect repellent before sending me into the flea war zone alone. Mum. I did. Oh, God knows what the neighbours thought. Because when she came out, I made her put them all in a plastic bag so that the fleas wouldn't jump out at us. Oh, it was bad. It was a bad flea infestation. I've never seen one like it before or since. Oh dear. I probably scarred my children for life, you know. Oh, James. Your joy at realising you would have to tile a wonky wall with small beveled edge tiles and black grout. The gift that kept on giving for about 4 days. Looks great though now, James. Yeah, just don't ever ask me to tile your bathroom again. And black grout. John and Joe. Following Chloe and Shandy's wedding last year, we had a great spontaneous day out with Eleanor at the Giant's Causeway. We were a little late, as usual. Sienna, John and I had a very enjoyable day and the weather was kind, after torrential rain the previous day. We had a lovely walk with Dexter and Sienna enjoyed running round and jumping from column to stone to stone. Hope you have a wonderful 60th birthday, Ellen. And we will all hopefully see you soon. Lots of love, John, Joe, Sienna and Layla. If you fancy a visit to Matlock, you are more than welcome to come and stay with us. It's lovely. Oh. Yes, we must, because we've not met Layla yet. A lot of times I've seen you, Ellen, it's been when I'm calling at your house. A happy memory was going to the cottage in Staveley with Ellen, Ian and Hannah and being introduced to the Eagle and Child pub grub, Hayley.
I didn't know. It's one from her.
Yeah. And now we share dog training classes as well. Sam. Easter 2008, when we all spent the weekend at your cottage in the Lake District. The earliest Easter weekend in nearly a century, and overnight it snowed really heavy. The next morning we all went over into the field and tried to build an igloo, and then a snowman, which quickly turned into the snow pig. He was a good snow pig though, he was a good snow pig.
The best I've seen.
Yeah, you don't see many snow pigs around. There's probably a good reason for that. Says a true friend. Oh, Alison. A true friend. A more recent memory, and one I shall always hold dear, of what a true friend you are. Last year, after my hip op, you turned up armed with delicious food and made my lunch. Then you took me and my crutches down onto the prom in Grange for my first walk of any length. We sat by the bowling green in the sunshine. Despite our geographical distance over the years, we have remained good friends. Long may we continue. Love, Alison. Sat there discussing old age and we were watching the others bowling.
Really?
What we did done in the past. Oh, this is Alison, Libby's Alison. One of the funniest memories I have shared with Ellen was on one of our girls' weekends till I'm done now. We livened up the ballroom with a bit of dancing, encouraging a couple of the more elderly guests to join in. The singers were pleased, as up until then it had been the dead centre of town, literally it had. It also transpired that we had an aversion to prawns, as we were both ill after eating them when everybody else was fine. Good times, Alison. Oh, Lucy. Happy memories of sleepovers at Cumberland Road with Hannah. My love of tuna mayonnaise sandwiches began here and continues to this day. Remember skimmed milk on our breakfast cereal and thinking someone had watered it down. Woodland paper mache model Ellen made was amazing. Oh, I remember that. I had many happy hours playing with Hannah. Brilliant. Thanks for the memories. Yes, do you know, I'd forgotten about that. I made a paper mache sort of model for Hannah to put all her woodland and animals on.
Oh, right.
Can't remember it.
Not really. Oh, yeah, I do, sort of.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Well done, Lucy. Thank you for that. I'd forgotten about that. Another one from Janice. My memory of Ellen. Watching her painting the view from our games room in oil, not her favourite medium. 3 different ways for her degree. Such patience, skill and such beautiful results. Even the one where it's raining. What an amazing talent. Happy birthday. Lots of love, Janice. Too kind. Too kind. See, this harks back to Elaine's, doesn't it? Essential equipment for a walk on Kinder Scout, a rucksack, a map and a spare pair of knickers. Or as it turned out, a pair of waterproofs off Brian. Oh, it's very embarrassing, that was. That's what memories are made of. Get together at ours with Barbara and Steve playing charades after drinking far too much. Kevin's attempt at Bucky O'Hare, say no more, left us scarred for life. Oh, very good. I remember that night. It was a good night, that. Julie's memory's better than me. I don't think I could have remembered the name of that kids' programme. Libby. We have shared some fantastic holidays over the years, and Disney World, Florida, with the Cat and the Hat ride was one to remember. But the memory I want to remind you of is when we went to Disneyland Paris, and we went on Big Thunder Mountain ride. We enjoyed it so much that we made it several times, noting where they had placed the cameras for those photos you could buy from the booth. So someone had the idea that we should pull a funny face except next time we rode. Sure enough, the camera flashed, and when we got off, we all rushed to the screen to see our happy shot. It was hysterical. Well, we all fell about laughing, resulting in a quick dash to the ladies and some very wet knickers. It's the wet knickers again. Terrible, you know. And I'm blaming it on my age nowadays. I can't. Well, it's a good excuse, isn't it? Blame it on
There's
the age
the proof.
nowadays. Yeah, it's always been a problem. Interesting bit of paper. This is from me mum. Going to see Gran and Grandad walking down Cleveland Road, and you complained that your shoe was hurting your toe. I said, don't be... Can't read what that word is. Don't be silly. Then when we got to Gran's, Grandad took your shoe off and found behold, there was a boiled sweet in the toe. I didn't read that very well, but basically, somehow there was a boiled sweet in the toe of my shoe, and she'd made me walk a long way with my feet hurting. Cruel mother. Carol again. As one of Cynthia's girls, Ellen was at several hilarious alcohol-fuelled raclette dinners where we had to cook our own meal at the table. Amongst the more exotic items we ate were kangaroo and alligator meat. I remember that. Hannah hair help. Unlike my older sister, I've never possessed the skill of doing much more with my hair than pulling a brush through it, and from a young age, up until now you have always been there to lend a helping hand. Countless hours in the bathroom, dyeing my hair, or saving the day when I returned from the hairdressers in tears because they ruined my hair, and I was too scared to tell them I didn't like it, so thank you. Magic. Although it was my idea to put together memories for your birthday, in some ways I found it tricky to think of individual memories. I suppose because you've always been there. Every event in my life and every step of the way. The memories I want to remind you of are a collection of memories that, at the time, I didn't especially think of as you, although deep down I knew it was. The magic you brought to my and Hannah's childhood, the tooth fairy leaving a Scottish thistle, a note, and an Oliver and Company sticker book, and a Scottish pound note. Mrs. Christmas making us princess dresses, which were incredible and so special. The Easter Bunny leaving us chocolates. Father Christmas delivering us lovely gifts and eating our mince pies. The robin who moved from branch to branch on the Christmas tree. The stories you read us and the games you played with us. All of it was magically marvellous. Thank you for making my childhood sparkle, Alex. It was a pleasure. Just wish you could do it all over again. In your 20s it was marriage, in your 30s it was children, your 40s it was working, 50s it was university and art, 60s it's up to you. I'm with you all the way. We'll be in. Thank you. That's it. Done.